Alright, good afternoon everyone. Today I'll be giving a tutorial on the on Visual Basic console of how to do the basics of the programming. It's really easy to learn, and these are the really simple lines, but you just got to get them stuck in your head from early on, or the rest is really going to be confusing. Throughout my tutorials though, head back to these videos if you get confused on something in the future, because I'll most likely just write code and assume you to know the basic stuff that's included within this video, which is part 1. Now, the most simple line, which is used the most, is console.writeLine and then text, such as hello world. Now, that is really simple, and we also add underneath it console.readKey. Now this just keeps it open. It keeps the console open, which is this page here. And as you can see, it's going to say hello world there, which is what is in here. You can make it go to different lines. For example, I can copy and paste this into the line below and put in there, my name is Bob, exclamation mark. Then I will run that, and I will have my name is Bob. And that is a very basic stuff. You can do a lot with just that line and the read key line there. Now, there's multiple stuff you can do with that. It's just pretty much putting text into the console. So you can ask someone a question. For example, what is my name? And we'll start that. Although at the moment you can't enter in text because this read key line here instantly closes it as soon as you put in, for example, the letter F there. Alright, but we will learn later how you change, or how it reads and changes variables, but we're learning in this episode how to declare variables. Now, variables are something that's a little bit confusing to understand, but pretty simple. Now, the key word for variables is dim. It actually sounds short for, and I can't spell this, dimension. There you go. That is what it's short for, but of course dimension won't work. It's just short for dim. Alright. And then you use a keyword or phrase. Like, for example, here we have my name. Actually, now this is what you will call. Okay. And we can put it as equals Bob. Okay, I can put in here what is my name, and I can put in here console.writeLine. My name is space. Sorry, you need that space in there, as otherwise it will look. Bob will just go straight here. Okay, you need the keyword and. Okay, and. That is to join things together. It's pretty much a plus symbol. It joins them together. And you put in there my name. Now what you got there is in that bracket is what it's going to show, because it won't show it again because that's joining two things together. So it's saying my name is my name. Now replace that my name here with Bob, which you can see is here. Now another thing you can add is as string. Now, I don't know why that's not working. I will find out in a minute why that doesn't work. But yeah, we'll come back to that later. Now this isn't going to work, and I need to know why. I don't know how it works. Oh, always have to put text in speech marks. That's it. Alright, I got onto it right. Always in speech marks, text in speech marks. Alright, so hello world. What is my name? My name is Bob. Now you can get it to declare it as an individual thing. Now there are three different things. Okay, so there is string, just put as Alright, so there's here as string. String always has speech marks around it, okay? A string is anything really. It's a long piece of text, any size of 2 or more characters. Now that is the one that's used at default when you don't have anything here. It's putting it as a string. But it's always to declare it as string anyway, as when you get in the hang of it, it makes it easier to do other stuff. Alright, and the next one is, and you probably all know what an integer is. It is a number. Numbers do not go in so now if I just run this now, my name should be 4. There we go. So my name is now 4. So it's putting in that there. Alright, the next one is char. Okay. That is one character. For example, I can't remember if it's in things or not. I don't think it is. Okay, it is. The pound symbol. Alright. And when we run that, it'll be my name is pound symbol. There we go. Okay. Now if we're looking at this, we have Boolean, which you very rarely use, I have to say. Now that is true or false. So, for example, you could put in here equals true. Okay. So I could put in here is my name Bob, and here it will have here my name, and then that will work as follows here, and it will say true. Now, of course you can change that. It's two things or another. So yes, it also works as Boolean. It's one or the other. This sometimes can be very annoying. That's a yes. There you go. So, ooh, what have I done? Let's just fix this up. My name I think it's only true or false. I don't think yes or no works. It has to be a string. So true or false. It's a bit annoying, I've got to be honest. So you very rarely use it because it's a lot easier just to put it as a string and put in there yes. However, when it comes down to programming things that it's not going to show it in text, it's a lot easier to do it as Boolean, but we'll come to that later on. So that is how you call a variable into the text, as shown. Now you can get it to read such variables from what the input of the reader puts. So for example, we got here, let me just completely rewrite this. So we got, you always have to declare them before. So if I put in here console dot write line and my name, and then here we put dim my name equals Bob. Now it reads step by step, so it goes to here and then here. So when I run this, it's not going to work because that variable there isn't declared beforehand. But of course, you can always still won't work, by the way, if you're thinking that. And we swap them around. We put that there. We start that up. Okay, I need to change that. Yeah, this is number 6, right? Because it's already declared. So there we go, we got Bob on the screen now. Brilliant. Now here it gets a bit more complicated now. So here I'm going to put a question for you on the screen here, and I'd like you to answer it as best you can. I'll give you a couple of minutes to answer it. Try and answer it in your head or on a notepad. So here is your question. Name 4 of the 5 types of variables that we used. Now I only told you the 4. Another one which is double. Okay, double is a decimal number and is not in quotation marks. Okay, so that is double. So if you can name as many of them as you can, if you get 5, brilliant on you. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of that now. Right, get rid of that. Alright. Declare a variable which is a piece of text, brackets, string, and assign to it Monday. And the final question is write a line of program that tells the console to display the text below. Okay. Yesterday I went shopping. Alright. Just write that. You don't need to actually be on the program for that. I'll go through the answers in a minute's time. I want you to check that out there and try and answer them to the best of your ability. If you answer them, pause the video now. It'll be great for you to try those questions out. And we're going to answer them now here. So, here are the answers. I'm just going to number these. Q1. Am I blind? Q1. Q2. Q3. And Q4. And the answers to these questions is, number 1, I'm going to list the variables. So we have string is the most obvious one. Most people will get that. Integer. Another one. Double. Char and boolean. Now they go in that order. That is the order they go in. Okay, and one you'll need later on, and I think I'll just let you know this now. You don't need it for topic 1 or 2. It's later on in my lessons. Is the image one, and you use links in that one, but that will come back to you later on, as that is a pretty hard one to get your eyes on. Now, if you could explain these and what they are, that would be great in your head. Alright. Number 2. So we're looking at declaring a variable, which is a piece of text. It's a string, so I gave you that clue there, and assign to it Monday. So that will be dim. Now you have to think of a clever name for this. So maybe day of week, and it has to be capitals, not for the first, but the first 2 letters. That's called the casing there that we use in programming. I don't know why, but we just do. Okay. As string as an optional part equals quotation marks Monday. That is dim day of the week as string equals is valued as Monday. Okay. Now question 3. Now we're looking at write a line of program that tells the console to display the text below. Now it's a really, in it GCSE, they word these questions really hardly. And we're just looking at here the simple line that I showed at the start, which is most simple, console.writeLine, open brackets with the speech marks in them. Yesterday I went shopping. Alright, and finally question 4 we're looking at. Oh, that was, I've named it question 4, I'm so dumb, there's only 3. Alright, so those were the 3 questions for this first part of the episode. Now we're just going to go a little bit deeper into how you can read the variables, but we will do more on that in the next episode. So we're just looking here at, let's just leave that open for now, we'll just dim that down. Alright, so then looking at this, so we can dim a variable, let's just put it as my name as string equals nothing. Okay, console.writeLine what is your name? Now, a simple bit of code to do this is we will deep into why this happens and how you use this deep in next episode, but just a little sneak peek here is my name equals console.readLine brackets close. Then you can do console.writeLine hello and my name brackets closed. And of course you need console.readKey brackets closed and opened. If we run that now, what is your name? And I can enter in Bob. Hello, Bob. Now that is another bit of simple code that we will trace into next episode, I think now. But for me, thank you very much for watching. I hope we learnt the basics here. Visual Basic. I will be back here later this week.